Welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. Today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of Cle de Peau Beauty. I recently picked up the brand new Radiant Cream Foundation from Cle de Peau, and so I'm going to be putting that to the test and seeing what I think and do I think it's worth it. So if you're curious to see how I created this look, keep watching. So we're going to go ahead and get started with skincare. You guys know Cle de Peau is one of my favorite skincare brands. My face is clean. I have used a toner, and now we're going to go ahead and start with the Cle de Peau Essence. This is the Hydro Clarifying Lotion. I have not used this one before, so I have the softening lotion, and I have the full size, but I didn't want to open it. So what I do is I just pour a little bit out into my hand. You can put it onto a cotton pad. However, I find if I just take it and just press it into my skin, that is my preferred method of application. So I love a good essence or a lotion. It really does prep your skin for the rest of your skincare. Obviously, the first time I've ever used this one, it feels really nice. I like it. Next, we're going to go in with my serum. You guys, this is my hands down favorite serum. And this is the Concentrated Brightening Serum. It is so good. It comes, it's like a milky white consistency. Oh, and it just feels so good when I apply it. My skin literally just eats it up. So I did pick this up in my Cle de Peau haul for my friends and the friends and family sale. And like I said, I wasn't going to wait till I finished my other serums. I immediately opened it because it's that good. I have an eye cream here. This is a sample of Enhancing Eye Contour Cream Supreme. I have yet to try eye cream. So I'm just going to take a little bit out of my finger and then I'm going to place it on my eyes. This is very creamy, very soft. I really like the way it feels. This sample size will last forever. Let me see how much you got. I got 2 milliliters. This will last a long time because I just used that small bit and it worked. Sample here of a moisturizer. This is the Protective Fortifying Emulsion Broad Spectrum. This is a lightweight moisturizer. It does have a sun SPF in it, and the SPF is 22. What I read online about this is that it's good for oily skin. So I thought I would go ahead and try that. I do have another Cle de Peau moisturizer, but it is really, really thick. And so I thought I would give this one a try. No surprise there. I love the way it feels. We'll see how it wears underneath these products today. I absolutely love Cle de Peau. Like, you're never going to hear me bash Cle de Peau, except I cannot find a foundation. That is the only issue that I have, is that I've never been able to find a foundation that I like. I'm not really sure why that is, but we're going to keep trying. So today I am going to be using the Radiant Cream Foundation. So this is a reformulated of their older product. So they reformulated the Radiant Cream Foundation. And so I picked it up and we're going to give this one a try. I am bound and determined to find a Cle de Peau foundation that I like. So we're going to be using this. I also picked up the Correcting Cream Veil. This also has a broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF 21, and this is a primer. So we're going to be testing out those two products today, seeing how they wear, and then I figured let's just go ahead and finish off the face, and we'll do a full face of Cle de Peau. There are a few things I don't have. I don't have a powder. I don't have an eyeliner, and I don't have a lip liner. I thought I purchased an eyeliner. I did not. Apparently I purchased 2 mascaras. So I need to actually go back and look at my receipt to see if I purchased 2 mascaras or if they sent me the mascara instead of the eyeliner, because I thought I purchased eyeliner. All right, so I think my skin has probably sat down long enough. Let's go ahead and put on this Correcting Cream Veil. I have used a sample of this, so this will not be a first impression, but I've never had the full size. So there is the consistency. It does have kind of like a sheen to it. You can see here when I blend it out. There's a very, very light sheen. It's not, I would not say it gives the type of sheen that the like Chantecaille Radiance Elixir does. But it does give something. All right, so again, I picked up the Radiant Cream Foundation. I got shade 030. I went a little bit darker since I do still have a little bit of a tan, plus we're going into summer. So here is the bottle, or the tube. I guess it's really a tube. And it is significantly smaller than I was expecting. So even the primer, you can see the primer is a lot bigger. And this is a foundation. You do get 21 milliliters or 0.88 ounces. A standard foundation is 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounce. Although I have heard for this foundation, you don't need a lot. Like little goes a long way. So that might be the reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze this much out onto my hand. I don't know if that's enough or not enough. And we're just going to blend it with a brush. And I am using my BK Beauty 101. I think it's a good color. The color does match. I will probably get just a little bit more, but a little bit did go a long way. I was able to get coverage on that side of the cheek with just like half the product. So I am going to go in with just a little bit more. I can immediately say that this foundation is going on better than the other foundations that I have tried. So far I'm really impressed with that. My preferred coverage is medium to full. I'm going to leave it like this right now. I would say right now this is a just medium. But we're going to leave it. I'm not going to build it up anymore. I do have the Cle de Peau concealer, which I do consider to be more on the fuller coverage side. I'm just going to go in with the concealer, and where I think I need a little bit more coverage, I'll just place the concealer there. So this is the concealer. I have shade beige. This is the original formula though. The concealer has been reformulated, and I haven't picked it up yet because I still have so much of this one left, but it definitely is one that I would repurchase. I do think it's a really, really good concealer. And this is like one of the cult classics from Cle de Peau. I mean, they're known for their concealer. So I think that helped a ton. The concealer added just a little bit more coverage, and right now I'm loving the finish. I'm really impressed. I may have finally found a foundation that I can use from Cle de Peau. I'm really, really excited about that. All right, so I don't have a Cle de Peau powder. It is on my list. I went to pick one up during the recent sales and I couldn't find it. So, and that is another product that everyone raves about, is their powder. So I don't have it yet. I'm just gonna go in with the Sicily powder, and I am using my La Mer powder brush. The Sicily powder is literally just a tried and true favorite of mine. I absolutely love it. Now I have a Cle de Peau bronzer. So here's their bronzer, and I have shade number 1. Here is shade number 1. It has a name. I think it's either bronze or tan. And on the back of the package, it doesn't say, it just says 1. But I know that there is a name for it. And I'm just going to go in with my Chikuhodo F01. I think it's a beautiful bronzer, and I'm really do want to pick up shade number 2. I just haven't done it yet. But this is a beautiful bronzer. Blush. I'm going to start with their cream blush. This is shade number 4. It is, I mean, it's beautiful. That's what it looks like swatched. It is so pretty. I'm going to take a BK Beauty 106. I just swirl my brush around inside the blush, and then I'm going to tap it in. Cle de Peau has amazing, amazing cream blushes. I also have, I think it's shade number 2. And again, these do have names, but on the back, they just have the numbers. So. But this is a blush that I use pretty frequently, and it's great for layering. So I love to go in with the cream first and then put a powder on top. We do have a powder, Cle de Peau blush, and it's right here, this shade 101. And I'm just going to swirl those 2 shades together and then pop it on over the cheek, over the cream. I think it gives a very beautiful spring look. I do have a luminizing face powder from Cle de Peau. I don't really think of this as a highlighter though. So I have shade number 16. I'm going to use it. I'll apply it like I would a highlighter, and you'll be able to see. It doesn't give much of a highlight. But it does give a little subtle something extra. And they do have several shades of these. I would actually like a darker shade. I think this shade is probably just a little bit too light for my skin. But you can see, I mean, it gives ever so, there is just a little bit of something when the light hits, but it's very, very subtle. Now for eyes, I have a couple of different Cle de Peau palettes, but the one I'm going to use today is this one right here. I'll leave all the information down below on this shade. The packaging for Cle de Peau is refillable, so on the back you can see that there's no information. And I think it's called like Sun Moon, something like that. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and take this taupe shade right here, and we're going to place that in the crease. This is a Chikuhodo blend brush. It's very, very fluffy, and it's going to give a very light wash of that color. So I have my brand new classic crease, and I'm going to go into this copper like brown shade. Because this is new, it hasn't really like bloomed yet, so I'm able to get a little bit more densely packed color, but still with like a bigger brush, so I can cover more area at once. I hope that makes sense. But as I use this brush more, it will bloom more and it'll become more fluffy, and it'll be a perfect blending crease brush. So now I'm going to go in, same brush, into that black shade to build up that outer corner. And this is not a new quad to me. I have used this on my channel before. I absolutely love it. I love the color story. I think it is so pretty. So this shade right here is, I guess, the lightest of the shade, and I'll use it as a highlight. It's not very light though, and oftentimes when I use this palette, I will go in with a brighter shade. So you can see when I placed it down, it's almost like a brown, like a tan. and I prefer something a little bit brighter. So I think I will pull out another palette. So just using this palette alone, that's the eye look. I think it needs a highlight, and so I have this like super mini Natasha Denona Biba palette, and this highlight shade right there I think is gorgeous. I use it constantly. This is like a palette that I just have on me at all times because I think it's a perfect palette. So see how that just brightened that inner eye? I mean, I love it. I'm going to take a Sonia G Pencil Pro and I'm going to go into this copper shade. And we're going to take that under the eye. And now I'm going to take that same Pencil Pro brush and I'm going to go into that shimmer shade in the Natasha Denona palette and take that on the inner half. This Guerlain eyeliner, and I've got a Cle de Peau mascara. So this is shade number 1. It's called Perfect Lash Mascara. Here's the packaging. And then there's the wand. I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes and put mascara on off camera, and then we'll be back to finish off the look with lips. All right, the eye look is done. I love it. That mascara, really liked it. And so far, I'm loving this foundation. You have no idea how excited I am to have finally found a Cle de Peau foundation that I can use. And like, I'm just ecstatic. So let's go ahead and finish off this look with lips. I have a lipstick here, and this is in shade Bamboo. And this is what it looks like. It is a very cool nude. I love the formula. Love it. It is really good. It's not going to be a long lasting lipstick. It's very hydrating, and it's just going to give you a nice color, you know, for probably like an hour. I mean, let's be real, it's not going to last, but I really like it. I also have a Cle de Peau lip gloss, which I don't need. This does not need a lip gloss, but I really like the color, so we're just gonna use it. It'll add a little bit of warmth back into my lips. So this is shade Warm Crystal, and I really like it. It's a really good lip gloss. All right, so that completes today's look using pretty much a full face of Cle de Peau. What do you guys think? I'm loving it. Loving it. Like, I am very happy. I love the way the eye look turned out. I love the blushes. This foundation looks so good. I don't know what it'll look like on camera, but in person, it looks flawless. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I would love to hear from you guys if you guys have tried Cle de Peau. Not say enough good things about the brand. The skincare is amazing. The makeup products that I've tried are wonderful. I can't use, like I said, I can't use the foundations. Right here, this is the Radiant Fluid Foundation Matte, and it just kind of streaks on me. I tried the Radiant one as well. Didn't work on my skin either, but I know a lot of people love it and swear by it. And you have another foundation that comes in a jar. I've heard that that's not good for people with oily skin, so I've never picked it up. However, I know people really enjoy that one too. I'd love to hear from you guys what you guys think, and if you guys have tried this brand. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video.